What if you had the power to be happy right now? You know what? The thing is we want to be aware about things around us, but we don't want things to wear on us. Do you understand what I mean? Like, think about something. A thought is not just a thought. A thought is the most powerful thing that you will ever hold, and even though it's invisible. That's right. A thought is the most powerful thing you'll ever hold. And where do you hold it? You hold it in your mind. And your thoughts shape your mind, okay? And your mind helps to shape your personality. And your personality, it shapes your reality. So what if you could be happy right now? So what does that take to be happy right now? So even in the midst of crisis, we could be happy right now. Now, you might say, that's ridiculous. If there's a crisis, me being happy is not the right thing to do. Well, yes, it is. Because understand something. At the end of the day, I want to ask you a question. What purpose does it suit to be filled with fear, to have anxiety to the point that you make yourself sick and feel, and you could be alone or you could be with others. So if you're with others, you're making others feel the same way. If you're with yourself, that can be a lonely and dark place. So how can we be happy right now? Well, we have to practice it. So what it means is that you're not going to give attention and focus to the things that are going to bring down your frequency or to change your joy. So understand that. What if you were capable of looking at things the way they truly are, but then holding the present moment and knowing that joy is something that we were given. It was God granted. But with emotions, that's the funny thing. It means energy and motion. And what if you never ever were taught how to actually harness your emotions? And that, guess what? A thought is not just a thought. And your personality is not your personality, but your personality creates your reality. So to actually change your reality, you're going to have to change your personality. Yeah, but this is me. This is the way my mother was. This is the way my grandmother was. No. You don't understand something. A person's personality is shaped and created by thoughts. So why don't you, like a filing cabinet, open up your subconscious where all your predominant thoughts are and go in there and go, nope, this is old, this has got mold on it. This thought is moldy, this thought is moldy. God love your grandmother. God love your mother. God love your aunt, your uncle, and everyone else who taught you things. But guess what? Let's start ditching things. Let's get rid of the family curse. And the family curse is what? The family curse is the invisible thing that binds us. You know, we already know that genetics don't play a real big part in health, okay? It's epigenetics, which epigenetics means above. So you have to come above. So what would that mean? That would mean that you would have to fly high and then look down. So try to learn how to fly high and look down on yourself. Not look down on yourself, but look down and take a look at the way that you maneuver. How do you react? What sets you off? What makes you happy? So that which sets you off, stay away from it. Practice happy. Those things that give you joy, do them more often. Understand something. You are only controlled by your personality, which is made up of thoughts. And we know that we have 60,000 thoughts a day. And we know this, isn't this the craziest thing? That 70 to 90% of those thoughts are the same thoughts we have every day. So that means every day we're going to basically have the same mood every day. And if we just knew that if we changed the thoughts, we could have a different mood. Isn't that the craziest thing? But people don't really sit down and go, let me think about this. Does my subconscious work for me or work against me? If I take a look at my day today, did I have only 2 to 5% joy, which only most of the population has, even when there's not a crisis? There's a crisis on right now. I understand that. There's a engineered virus out there. And for people that have like diabetes, heart disease, kidney problems, yes, it's a major problem. So I am not going to belittle this thing. But the thing is that if your thoughts are high vibrational, your diet is high vibrational, and if you go and take a walk in nature today and you breathe deep and you just go, you know what? I was created by God Almighty. I am one of the greatest things that have ever been created in this world. I've got the power to heal myself. If you looked and you really paid attention, and every thought that came in had a low vibration to it, if you dismissed it, and this is why I put the love band, Braveheart love band together, because I'm going to tell you, whether you think it's silly or not, get a Braveheart love band on your wrist. And every moment you have a negative thought, get rid of it. And people are going to go, well, that's not facing anything. Well, think about all the time and energy that you waste thinking about the same damn thing that's none of your business, or it was never any of your business anyways. We know this much, that 70 to 90% of all the thoughts that people have are negative. Okay, so they understand this, that there's only love in this world and there's only hate. All the other negatives will fall under hate. All the other positives will fall under love. So you're either hating on yourself or loving on yourself. Now, we have been taught that love is the answer, but guess what? It's not the answer from other people, because guess what? Self-love is the cure. Yes, love is the answer. That ingredient we cannot live without. That is the oxygen that fills us. So how often do you feel filled with love? Why don't you fill yourself up with love today and know that you are just, you look at that which created the universe said, you know what? I'm going to create you and I am going to love you without conditions. And it does, because this whole condition thing, sin thing, failure thing, it all just came when we came down here. Don't you dare tell me, and I don't care 1,500 religions later, that God is up there just thinking about whether or not I did this or whether or not I did that. I mean, my gosh, to come down here where everybody lies, cries, and justifies. I mean, think about it. Everybody lies. The government lies. The medical systems lie. Okay? I will lie the only time I will lie when I know that if I tell the truth, I'm going to have to deal with some huge ordeal with someone because they're incapable of handling the truth. But I don't have to lie anymore because I want to be my authentic self. And if people don't approve of me, that's okay. Because guess what? If I'm looking for approval from other people, then I'm everywhere else being everyone else, which means that's not really being happy. You said you could come down here to this life-threatening, fun-filled adventure called Earth, and that you could have the spirit kicked right out of you, and that you were going to rise from the ashes like the phoenix, and you were going to bring it back, and you were going to be the master of your emotions, okay? And you were going to care for yourself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. And that was the game. Go ahead, care for everyone else. Think about what everybody else is saying. Don't have a mind of your own. See how that works for you. That's the difference between having happy now and, you know what? When this happens, I'll be happy. When the coronavirus is done, I'll be happy. No, you won't, because people can be happy or not happy. You know what? It doesn't matter. A bomb could go off on the other side of the bridge right now, and I would probably go in there and pray. I would not jump in my car and go take a look. There's going to be enough people running around and doing that. So what are you going to do today to stay in the present moment? You know, it took me years to be able to have crisis in my family, crisis in the world, to actually get back. Okay, get back. 3, 2, 1, I got this. Look at my stuff. 3, 2, 1, I got this. You know what? I've got family that when a crisis is on, they will stay in crisis mode, not for one day, not for 1 week, but for months. Okay, I've got family that have departed from here, and they're still mourning over them and grieving, and then they're wondering why they have heart disease. Well, their heart is broken, for God's sakes. If you truly understood that you were eternal and that you're going to play every game in the universe, I believe. And how are you doing? How are you playing the game? How are you doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, and you'll know how you're doing because how happy are you right now? Do you find yourself being gravitated towards the news, wanting to know how bad it's going to get? Or are you working on how good it could be right now? Are you taking your power back? That's all I want to say is happy can happen right now, and it's just a thought. And you're going to say, you don't understand, you're not me. I live in hell. That's right, but you created it, and it's not going to change today. But if you're not going to put the love band, life band around your wrist, if you're not going to go into the mirror and say, Daryl, today I will love, honor, respect, protect you first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. And the reason why I do that is because I need to be strong for my family. I need to have it when I have patience. And please, you don't know what I know right now. And that is that every day I can have anywhere from a half a dozen to a dozen people crying on the phone and telling me that they wish their life was over. And guess what? And if I wasn't who I was, it wouldn't take me 3 to 5 minutes to totally turn them around and then make them realize that they are beautiful and that they can change this, and I'm going to be there to support them. So understand something. To say one thing is something, but to say another thing and follow through, and that's what I'm going to do for you and everyone else as much as I possibly can, because you deserve to be happy right now. You deserve to be happy even when somebody in your family is sick, because guess what? That frequency, that vibration that you are, it's going everywhere. Did you ever notice something that you can think about somebody that's all the way around the world, and guess what? The phone rings, or they send you a text, or a message comes. Oh my God, we are so connected, okay? Every one of us are connected, all of us. We all came from the same spiritual mass, and then we came down here and we're making a mess. And it's okay, we came down here to make a mess, but now let's clean it up and let's love ourselves now. Let's be happy now. Okay? God bless all of you, and understand, when I say things, I say them only to make you think. I never want you to think that I think that I'm above anyone, better than anyone, because we are all equal in God's eyes and in my eyes. God bless.